situated at Levi's Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Smiley. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The Niners at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing here, Purdy. They will find Davis. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this curl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side. Look at both sides.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
2nd and 11. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down. credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey,
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw. right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Pat the 60.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 29 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Smiley. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 2. Purdy from the gun. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd catch in this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown, Flyers! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to move back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Bronco 80.
They run with Powell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Ready, ready.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
49ers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the touchdown. 49ers. A big play there.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have yet again retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready, ready. 77, ready, ready.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
Ready.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. Jordan Watkins deep for San Francisco. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
The 15-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, Fred, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Romo on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9.
Come on. Tap the 60.
The slot man in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49 D as they score a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Stop. Ready.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go now. Gotta be lying.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So they'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Here's Purdy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Get set. Up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Get set.
Now Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it would be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, look at the juke.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49ers as they score a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And it's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
77.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a run, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Michael Williams gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. He'll try to do it himself. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
At the 42-yard line.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Off the middle they go. Smiling. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Let's go.
Love looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Here's Love. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Smiley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco,
They move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.